So up next, what we have is my segment with the arts, where I'll be interviewing actor-producer Kevin Craig West.
Kevin Craig West, I know him. What a good actor.
Yeah, and you know, the amazing thing is he's going to tell us all about why he chose to stay upstate, as opposed to having a lot of offers now from LA or New York City. So you're going to have to watch that, and so will you.
I will.
Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Heidi Philipsen, and I'm here today with Kevin Craig West to get our impact on the arts. Kevin, you're an actor and producer, and you're living upstate. How long have you been up here? And tell us a little bit about what you've got going on right now.
Well, I grew up upstate, left many years ago to go to college, the Marine Corps, and then came back and decided that I wanted to be an actor. And became an actor, and then moved away again, moved to New York. 10 years ago, I moved back to the area and started working full-time as an actor in the area. And some might say, well, why move to upstate New York to be a full-time actor? Well, ironically, I started acquiring much more work being upstate. I still did a lot of work and do a lot of work out of the area in New York and wherever work is.
Well, let's back up a bit. Was acting something that you always knew that you wanted to do, or is it something that you stumbled upon and just decided, okay, I'm going to take that fork in the road in my life?
It was something that stumbled upon me, actually. I was kind of drafted into a play, oddly enough, titled Roads to Life. It was a one-performance original piece, Averill Park. Okay. Circle Theater I believe that's the name of the theater company. The only community theater I've ever done in my life. And I was an onstage narrator for this play, Roads to Life. And afterward, this woman, Bonnie Alexander, was in the audience, and she worked with Nisty at the time. And came up to me and said, that was really great. You know, here's my card, asking me about, you know, my background in theater. And she said, come see, you know, some of our shows. So I went to see a show. It was Big River at New York State Theater Institute, and watched the show and was in awe.
Prior to that time, you hadn't really watched too much theater or really been involved
been
with
to the
it
theater.
too
I'd seen
much.
it, but I had never had a desire to do anything in the entertainment industry. I was groomed from from a kid to be a technical person. I went to school. My major was math. I was told that I was going to be an engineer. I had a high aptitude for math and science growing up, but was never influenced by the arts in any way. Never encouraged to try any of it. I was surrounded by it, though. A lot of my family are very much into the arts, but yeah, it was never something that I saw myself doing.
So here we are in 2011, many years later, and you have been involved in many projects, both theater and film.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, gosh. I've been quite fortunate to be heavily involved in just so many things. I'm currently the cinematographer for a film written, directed by Sal Fusco.
So you do cinematography as well? I mean, you sort of dabble in a bit of everything.
I sort of do, yes. I don't claim it to be, you know, my profession. I list myself as an actor / producer, but yes, I have my own production company. I do some cinematography, I do some editing, I do some directing. But again, these aren't things that I do some writing, but I don't claim to be a writer or claim to be a director or a cinematographer. You know, I have friends that are far more better than I at those things.
Well, because you're so much more about acting. I mean, I understand you were in the recent reality series.
I had some fun on a...
What was that all about?
It's a new show that's coming out, produced by Brian Grazer and Ron Howard for TNT, titled The Great Escape. And contestants are competing for $50,000. They try to escape either a deserted island, you know, a prison, or wherever. And the first team to escape wins the $50,000. Along the lines of like The Amazing Race.
So is it really reality, or did you have a role within the reality?
Well, I was cast as a guard to keep them from getting off of the island. But it is reality for them. They are
So they had no
really
idea
competing.
that you were an actor?
I'm not sure. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, they know that they're not at a real prison, or they didn't, you know, they were brought to the island to compete, so they understand. Yeah, but it is still a reality for them. They are going through actual situations trying to get off the island.
So when we turn that around, and locally we had The Place Beyond the Pines, of course, which was a film with Eva Mendes, or Eva, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, and Bradley Cooper, of course. You had a role opposite. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, I was quite fortunate to get a chance to work with Derek Cianfrance. He's an amazing director.
Also directed Blue Valentine, for example?
That is correct, yes. I absolutely look forward to working with him again. It was the most amazing experience on film that I've had thus far. I had a 3-page dialogue scene with Eva Mendes as well as Dane DeHaan. He plays her grown-up kid who is quite a juvenile delinquent, and I'm the sergeant at the admitting sergeant at a military school that she's bringing him to try to get some discipline in his life. We had the 3 pages of dialogue as scripted. We did those, but then Derek wanted to. He's very much into improv and, you know, feeling out, you know, whatever can come out naturally and, you know, out of the script. He let us improv for 7 full mags.
Which, for an actor, what does that mean to improv in that way?
It was golden to get to play opposite, you know, folks that can improv, can you know, that
who know the craft.
Right, absolutely. It was a joy. Yeah, I haven't had a better experience on film.
So that was this last month, and now coming up, you have several plays that you're in. Tell us a little bit about that. It's kind of hard to fill the space here because you've got so much going on.
I'm doing some work with Capital Rep. I'm playing Henry Brown in David Mamet's Race for reading with Capital Rep, part of their Mohu, part of the Mohu series. Directed by Maggie Manzanella Cahill.
And you've worked with
she's
her
the
several
artistic director.
times?
Oh, absolutely. And she's an absolute joy to work with. Love her. Love Capital Rep. I'm also doing 4 different plays, original pieces, with the Berkshire Theatre Festival. And I'm doing a play with the Bend the Knot in the Oak, or Tree of the Bended Knot, or the Bended Oak. It's a chamber music ensemble down in Chatham. I'm doing a piece with them.
That's incredible, and we're definitely going to have you back on, because as you can see, our time is unfortunately up. Thanks so much for being our guest.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you for being our audience, and we will see you at the next Impact. That was such a fun interview with Kevin Craig West, and talking to him about why he has stayed upstate.
I think that's the important thing. We have so much talent here in the Capital Region, don't we, Heidi?
Absolutely.
Yep, I just enjoyed him. You know, why don't we take a little break here, but we'll be right back, so don't go away. We're going to take a break.
Don't go away.